After show, Rabbi Kleinbaum is here behind the bar. Sarah Jessica stars in Here and Now in theaters and on demand and digital tomorrow. Let's go back to the phones. Betsy from Virginia. Hey, Betsy, what's your question?
Hey, Andy. First, I love everything about you.
Thanks.
And second, my question for Sarah Jessica is, what has been your all-time favorite Met Gala outfit that you've worn?
All-time favorite
Met
Met Gala outfit.
It's not that it's a favorite. I can't pick a favorite because I feel too much gratitude to all the designers who have allowed me to wear their dress. They're, something important to them. But I really loved because it felt easy and although you weren't with me, so I shouldn't as much. But I did love the mohawk and the
that was
Giles
cool.
Deacon.
But we hung out that night.
Yeah. And that's when we really learned, wait, what's wrong? We should be more officially attending. We had been prior.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what happened. Right. We shan't talk about it.
So, by the way, I did send you an email, which I'm not sure
okay,
you
we're gonna. It's
responded
fine. It's
to
cool. It's cool.
About
this
year.
one's gonna be, what is it?
Camp.
All right.
I mean,
yeah.
have to. And
it's
when
already...
we were in the receiving line this year, Anna Wintour said to me, she goes,
you.
"Oh, you're gonna love the theme for next year." And I was like, "Well."
Yeah.
She said it in kind of a way. I was like, well, what
now
is it,
we
like
know.
silly gay guys? I guess it is.
But there's been other great ones.
I have an idea for mine.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I actually do.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that
it's
never
out there.
happens.
I know. Let's go to Morgan from Missouri. Hey, Morgan, what's your question?
Hi, guys. Big fan of both of you. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, meow, 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 meow. I've been meowing on the air, and people don't like it. Yeah. And on the radio. Oh, thank you, Morgan. What's your question?
Meow.
Okay. Hi, SJP. If Sex and the City 3 never winds up happening, do you think that you'd ever do a live reading of the script so fans could see how you wanted it to end?
That's a great idea.
Oh God, what a clever idea.
As a benefit.
Maybe as a benefit.
And I could play Samantha.
That's a really good idea.
It is
Maybe it'll be a sort of post-show treat for the AC Squared kind of.
Yeah.
One of your larger venues.
You should do it like in Bryant Park or something. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, I'd have to speak to Michael Patrick King about that.
Be cool.
But that's a really nice idea.
Yeah.
That's an interesting, thought-provoking, up all night kind of idea.
Yeah. Let's go to Chris from Boston. Hey, Chris, what's your question?
Hey there, Andy. I love you so much. I think you're so hot. I'm obsessed with you.
Oh my God, thank you.
Oh, that's so nice. So many people.
I'm a little over my target weight right now.
So I was just wondering, how proud were you of your friend Cynthia Nixon run for governor, and do you think she'll continue to work in politics?
Well, I think a lot of us in this room have a relationship with Cynthia.
Yes,
and
Cynthia and I co-hosted a benefit for Rabbi Kleinbaum that Hillary Clinton spoke at.
Yeah. So I'll let everybody talk about the pride they felt in her run and the way she conducted herself and how hard she worked and how important a lot of what she said was to the conversation. I think she was really, really good for our state. She talked about a lot of issues that are really important, and they've been integrated and included in the larger conversation that our governor is having.
Have you spoken to her since after the election?
I've not spoken to her, but we've exchanged lots of, and I'm really proud of her, and I think she'll always be active. I think she'll always participate. She grew up as somebody who was part of, I think being involved has always been really important to her, and I don't
Will
see
she
why
run
that would
for mayor?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking to you, Rabbi.
No.
I don't know. We haven't discussed that. I don't know.
Right.
Do you have thoughts?
I agree with you. I think she'll continue to contribute in all the different ways. And I love her as an artist, so I don't want her to...
Right.
Exactly.
She's such a great
Really
actress.
great
Let's go to Laura from Texas. Hey, Laura, what's your question?
Hi, Andy. Hi, Sarah. I'm a huge fan. My question is, now that divorce has been renewed, can you tell us anything about what's in store for season 3?
Let's see, what can I tell you? What should I tell you? Maybe I just will tell you something that's not true to make you watch.
The season starts with a wedding.
Yeah, the season starts with a wedding and a birth.
Right.
And
we were making that up.
And then a divorce.
Yes. All right. Let's go to, but congratulations. I'm very excited there's more divorce. Last call of the night. It's Shayna from Kansas. Hey, Shayna, what's your question?
Hey, Andy. Hey, Sarah Jessica. Andy, I am such a huge fan. Have 2 Jewish beagles who send their love to their cousin Waka.
Oh, Jewish beagles.
Hi, Sarah Jessica. Such a huge fan. Can't even tell you. But my question is about the First Wives Club, and I'm wondering if you were disappointed in the fact that gender pay inequality prevented a sequel from the First Wives Club sequel happening, and do you think that gender pay inequality will impact your daughters in the future?
Okay, what
Gender
happened?
pay and inequality.
What happened on a sequel?
They're saying there was supposed to be a sequel, but they didn't want to fork up the dough to the ladies.
Is that right?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that.
And this is a young woman from Missouri?
Yes.
Oh, well then I believe her.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know anything about that, so I really can't.
No.
I can't speak to that. And your question is, your
And
second
will
part is,
gender
will
inequality pay affect your
my daughters?
Yeah. Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. I can't imagine. I mean, I would like to think that we're all having really important conversations about, equality and pay, and also all the other things that need to be addressed,
Two more
specific to gender.
questions. Tara P. from Virginia wants to know if you have a favorite Carrie clothing or jewelry item that you still like to wear.
I don't wear any of it. It's all. Anything that I have is an archive.
Yeah.
And I don't have favorite things. I'm very bad at picking favorites or, anecdotes. I guess, in a way, the most important piece that I think I own, in a way, is the Carrie necklace. I think that's sort of, because it's such a huge part of her identity. It's
Where is that Carrie necklace?
It's, no, I'm kidding. Oh, where is it? No, it's just someplace safe.
You have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
I have it.
And what did you get me for my 50th?
I got you an Andy necklace.
She did?
Yeah.
She did.
That was weird. I feel like maybe that was a misfire.
No, I loved it. Are you kidding? What are you talking about? I've worn it.
Okay.
Yes. Why do you think that was a misfire?
Well, because you might have felt like, well, now I have to wear it sometimes.
No,
but
no, sweetie.
Sweetie.
Eva R. Facebook, she wants to know the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen me do.
You?
Yeah.
I don't think anything really embarrasses you.
Good. Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, it might embarrass me, but it doesn't embarrass you.
Catherine C. from California said, I loved Miami Rhapsody. Your character in that movie was kind of similar to Carrie Bradshaw. She was always analyzing relationships. Did Miami Rhapsody have any influence on Sex and the City? It's funny. I feel like they happened adjacent to each other.
They sort of did, but not, there was a couple of years in between.
Oh, okay.
It didn't really, Candace had been writing that column in The Observer for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I think unbeknownst to David Frankel, who wrote the screenplay and directed Miami Rhapsody, I don't think he was aware of Candace's column when he wrote Miami Rhapsody.
Right.
But, it's not surprising to think that there were women of a certain generation talking about sexual politics and sort of examining and filleting relationships between men and women, that generation would have been curious about those relationships.
You spoke so eloquently to Vulture earlier this year about how Sex and the City was actually, you said it with full reverence to Sex and the City, but how in today's world, it was in a world of more people being woke to what's happening, that it wouldn't play the same way, which makes me regret that I'm not seeing those women today because it makes me wonder what they would think about everything that's happening now.
Yeah, I mean, I ended up just speaking about it today as well, and I'm glad you have framed it as. I'm not casting aspersions on the show or regretful of the way stories were told. I think they were really reflective of an economic climate, of a social climate, of a political climate, and you just simply couldn't tell that story today. If you were starting from, if you were birthing this idea, you could not. It must be a show with diversity in it. It would have to reflect the city and sort of the best of ourselves and inclusion and talk about those different perspectives.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious because simultaneously you would sort of want to hear from Samantha, Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda, just in terms of how they're experiencing the Me Too movement and the Time's Up movement. And how they feel they fit into that, or in ways in which they might have even felt complicit. Just just accepting relationships for what they were, and is that a generational? Is that generational, or is that conditioning? Is that? I think there would be a lot to say, but you can't have it. You kind of can't have it both ways.
Right.
The show would have to. Yeah, it would have to reflect better. It would have to include the. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, for those of you who have eagle eyes on what's behind our shelves in the clubhouse, before I leave you, I do just want to point out that our rabbi is here on my shelf every week, right back there. There she is, Rabbi Kleinbaum. Just wanted to point out. I feel like you're here blessing us right under the disco ball that Mariah Carey gave us. You're there blessing us.
Can I ask you a question? At what point did you get? What point did
She
you
gave
have a
the
bobblehead?
25th for the 25th anniversary celebration that Cynthia and Andy hosted.
Yes.
These bobbleheads were made.
Yes.
Got it.
So,
got
and
it.
then
That's
she very
so
graciously
great.
brought me one,
Oh,
and
that's so
she's looking
great.
over us.
I recently, a four-year-old came up to me recently and said that who lives in Boston, and her parents have one of the bobbleheads, and she said she had never met the person behind the bobblehead, so she asked me to go like this so she could go.
That's awesome. I want to thank Sarah Jessica Parker. The movie is here and now in theaters and on demand and digital tomorrow. Rabbi Kleinbaum, you can see her at Congregation Beth Simchat Torah. For more, click around BravoTV.com. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Watch more clips here and subscribe to our channel here. See ya.